G'day Spurs fans, Paul Hotspur Hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. And here I am, at a place where I probably would have been locked up if I was around 100 years ago. This is Callan Park, hospital for the insane. Ooh, it's all closed up, although there's a big film crew here today. They often film spooky things here. But it's a fun place to walk around now. Obviously I can't go inside any of the buildings on camera. But rumour has it, no, I won't even say the rumour. So anyway, there's been stuff happening. Talking of insanity, hasn't it been insane? What's been going on in the international break? We've ditched our chairman. Told him to pack his cardboard box, his Rubik's Cube, his goldfish, I don't know what he's got. And then I hear this morning that Nuno has been sacked. Just locked. Oh, that's a creepy gate there, isn't it? Nuno has been sacked by Marinakis at Nottingham Forest. It's always the way, you know, if a manager and an owner clash, the owner always wins. Oh, look at this. So I think this was opened in 1880. Look at that. The idea was we get all these people a bit of fresh air instead of just locking them up in, I don't know, something that looks like a warehouse. I don't know how fully humane it is. But it's a step up, isn't it? So there's two of our former managers, two of Tottenham Hotspur, by far the greatest team the Galaxy's ever seen. Two of our former managers are now out of work. Jose Mourinho was let go last week by Fenerbahce, and now Nuno. And the question is, who will get the nod to be Nottingham Forest manager? I mean, look, I've only got an academic interest, I suppose. But see, I mean, Nuno and, Jose and Ange are both available. I mean, talk about polar opposites of, complete ends of the spectrum of football technique and style. But I think they're both good guys. But if the reason that Nuno was sacked was the style of football, then it looks like it's much more likely to be Ange. I'm seeing a bit of, you know, I saw a bit on TalkSport, and I'm seeing all the comments about Marinakis being, you know, a Greek idiot. Look, he's an idiot not because he's Greek, you know. It's just so easy, and it keeps slipping into these things. And then, you know, I suppose people are saying Ange might be the favourite because he's Greek. I hate to burst people's bubble, but Greek is not a monolithic society. They're not all the same, but it'd be cool to see Ange in the Premier League, and it'd be cool for us to kick his ass twice a year. I think he's earned another shot at the Premier League. Ange is rumoured to have turned down the job that Jose just came from, probably holding out for another crack at the Premier League. I think he did enough for us to get another crack. But of course he now will become my mortal enemy. Ooh, lots of spooky things in here. Now, rumour has it there are hundreds and hundreds of unmarked graves on this site. Ooh. So it's a place where I know kids come and investigate. Simon Jordan, of course, talking bollocks on TalkSport as usual. As soon as he said that he thinks that the whole Levy sacking was just positioning to sell the club, out comes a whole slew of announcements by Spurs. This is weird. I'm not used to people at the club saying anything that isn't like, I don't know, just bland from like Daniel Coy's. Oh, the rain's coming. Might have to seek some cover under a tree somewhere. Trees are your friends. And Looks like Simon Jordan's completely wrong about that, because it's been really stated quite strongly by the announcement yesterday, and also Vinay Venkatesham did an interview which, for a corporate suit, I thought was pretty good. It actually told us something. Instead of, the 25 years of silence we've had from this club, we're actually hearing things, because, I think it was to address the media speculation more than anything else. And he also made a point of saying that there are going to be investment. The Lewis family are going to be investing money, but he doesn't want to call it a war chest. And I've got to get out of the habit myself of just saying Joe Lewis's kids, because they are, of course, in their 60s, older than me. Spooky stuff. Spooky stuff happening here. I hope there's not going to be any lightning, because that will scare the shit out of me, because it's interesting. I do like a bit of urban exploration. I have wandered away from my car, so I don't know quite where I am. But it's good. It's a change, isn't it? It's good to hear that the club has. There's some shelter there. There we go. I found myself a perfect little studio. Eat your heart out, Pinewood. Yeah, it is good. So straight after Simon Jordan, because of course Simon Jordan is Daniel Levy's mate. Now this makes it a bit interesting to me. Maybe this could. I know there's loads of conspiracy theories out there, folks. So I'm just giving you my thoughts. I don't know bollocks. But the fact that Simon Jordan has come out and said that this is just positioning by the Lewis family to get rid of Levy, to sell the club. Where's that information come from? It's come from Daniel Levy, isn't it? It has to have come from Daniel Levy, or rather, Simon Jordan would have checked it off with Levy first. So I'm thinking that this split could be a bit more acrimonious, maybe, than I thought, which is weird, because Daniel Levy still owns 23% of ENIC. He's still got a load of shares in that company. So I wonder if, I don't know how it works. Can he sell his shares to someone else or something like that? But it's certainly, if we're going to take Vinay and the club as what they're saying as being correct, then the club isn't for sale. And so Levy was let go for different reasons. I like to think that now they see what success brings to a club. And when you're a football club, your main business at hand is to win football matches. And if you win football matches, you become successful and you earn more money. That's the name of the game. It's not rocket science, Even the FA Cup. All these things, you might say, people say, but you only get a couple of million for winning the FA Cup. Yeah, but the exposure you get all around the world, the increase in your fan base is definitely worth it. And you only get that with glory. You don't get that expansion. Oh God, I hate that word, expand. But you know what I mean. You don't grow if you're not winning trophies, even if it's the League Cup, the GM Vauxhall Trophy Vase or whatever. You win stuff, you get bigger. And that's the only way to grow in football. Us finishing fourth all those years in a row didn't really do a huge amount from us. We could have gone better. We could have gone better, and maybe the timing of this the removal is weird. It is weird. The cynical part of my brain thinks that, well, can we really believe what the Lewis family are saying? Because they did it after the transfer window closed, so we can't see what they're going to do. It's too late for them to do anything until January now. So that's the cynical part of me, is that the nothing's changed part is that they've just bought themselves a few more months and they get the fans off their back. But I'm not so sure about that. I think possibly that this transfer window and the deals that fell through, not just Gibbs White, but Savinho as well, that was under Levy's watch, and it just wasn't good enough. Even though we did get some fine players in the window, it was a bit more reactive than maybe it could have been. And I still like to think it was the open top bus, man. The open top bus, the worldwide coverage that Tottenham Hotspur got. You don't get headlines over in New Zealand for finishing 4th in the league. Well, unless you're not in Forest, you might, because they got Chris Woods with them. So that might, you know what I mean. But you win trophies, you get coverage, and all around the world there's little wide-eyed kids thinking, what team shall I support? And like me, when I was 4 years old, I went for Tottenham Hotspur. That's how you do it. That's how you get bigger. Maybe the penny has finally fucking dropped. Now, of course, when you're talking about these rich businessmen, everything is calculated. Everything is calculated. So who's to know what the truth is? All I'm going to do is I'm just going to remain optimistic. I mean, there's a lot of fans out there that should be really happy at the moment because they wanted Ange out. They wanted Levy out. They wanted a trophy and got it all. So if there's any people going out there at the moment saying nothing's changed, I mean, what else do you have to change? What would make you happy? You know, I thought the trophy might do it. The amount of people saying last year, I'd take 17th in a trophy. Well, that's what happens, isn't it? You know, and you don't finish 17th by winning games. You've got to lose a load of games and be crap in the league to finish 17th. That's what we did. That's what we did. So I'm upbeat. And I'm glad that Simon Jordan got things wrong, the pompous twat. I'd like to see Ange back in the Premier League. I want him to lose every game, of course, because he's not Tottenham Hotspur, but I think he deserves another crack, and be interesting to see what sort of treatment he gets from the Nottingham Forest fans, because we didn't treat him as well as we could. We did come good at the end, but we could have got there a bit sooner at Spurs. But I get it, the results weren't happening on the pitch. I understand. The other hat in the ring for the Forest job was Marco Silva, so it could end up being him. But hopefully Ange and Jose and Nuno, 3 of our former managers, they seem like good guys to me. I hope they all continue their success in football. The ones that got away club. Hey, we've got 3 former managers out of work at the moment. It's crazy, isn't it? That just goes to show you how many managers we've gone through in this ridiculous period at Tottenham Hotspur, which I'm hoping has come to a close. I'm hoping Thomas Frank really kicks us on to bigger and better things. You know, we got a taste of it last year, and you know, I'm hoping Frank is the man. By early signs, it looks like he is. So I'm happy. Anyway, till next time, folks. Peace and love, man. Peace and love. And come on, you Spurs.